Today is an amazing day. The weather is so perfect out here. It's like you can just feel the energy of the sun and of the wind. But I'm not here to talk to you about the weather. Okay, so the topic again for this session, and this is for women of God who have been waiting on God. Maybe you thought God forgot about you. Maybe you think He forgot that He promised you marriage. And you do have to know whether or not God has promised marriage to you. But if He's promised you marriage and you feeling like He's forgotten about you, I know that there is tons of content out here on YouTube, on Facebook. A lot of people are going live. They're giving you advice. And yet you still feel like you're missing the mark. Something is missing. Why hasn't your Boaz showed up yet? Well, to get back to the theme for this month, the month of May, and it may well carry over into a little bit of June because I was a little late getting started. But the theme is seeing yourself how God sees you and then allowing your vision to line up with His. I'm going to say that again. We're going to be dealing with seeing ourselves the way that God sees us and then allowing our vision to line up with His. And so with that being said, the topic for today is relational monsters. Okay. Now I know that sounds funny, but I don't argue with the Spirit of God. I just go where He leads me. And as I was studying, He just said, yeah, it's like a relational monster. And so the analogy He gave me is this. When we were little kids, for me, I would watch something like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, right? And that night I have a scary dream or nightmare. And I'm believing that there's a monster about to come out of my closet or out from up under my bed. And so now I'm scared to sleep in my room, and I'm running in my mama's room saying, hey, it's a monster under the bed. And then she reassures me that there's nothing there. She turns on the lights and exposes it for what it is. And it's nothing, because there was nothing in the closet. There was nothing under the bed, right? So it's the same way we do in relationship. In relationship, we build up these monsters, these invisible mountains, these invisible blocks. One of them is maybe I'm not funny enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm just not doing enough. I'm not cooking enough. I'm not washing enough. I'm not giving enough. And I hesitate to say having sex because I have to make this disclaimer, and I gotta let you know that I fully believe in waiting for marriage. And so I spent the better part of 7 years, 2 months, and something like 4 days abstinent while I waited for God to send my husband. And so I fully believe in that. And I fully believe in following what God's word says in as it relates to that. So for me, it was, I'm not doing enough. I need to show that I'm the best woman. I kept feeling like I needed to prove that I was the best woman. I needed to dress the best, cook the best. Makeup always had to be on point. Shoes had to always be on point. And that point of speaking of makeup, I've never been a makeup person, which is why I don't have any on now. But during that time where I felt I needed to prove these things in order to be chosen, then I learned how to do those things to an extent. Nothing like what you see now. Everybody is like so professional, so glammed out. And me, I never got to that place. So I need help in that area. For those of you that are wondering about makeup and all of that stuff. And so anyway, to get back to a relational monster. And so those are the monsters that we carry in our minds as it relates to relationship. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I doing enough? And the answer is this. You, and somebody really needs to hear this. You, my dear sister, are always enough. You're always enough. You're always pretty enough. You're always smart enough. And as far as doing enough, you're actually doing too much. So take a deep breath now. Because some of you have been on pins and needles. You've been holding this weight in. You have been overextending yourself. You've been doing too much. Okay? So I'm here to break that out for you. The same way my mom showed me that there were no monsters under my bed. I'm telling you that these things that you've been worried about are actually the things that are keeping you from the man of God that God has for you. It's keeping you from being the woman of God that you need to be in order to attract that man of God. And none of it is true. Okay? So, somebody comment down below. What is your relational monster? What monsters have you been hiding? What monsters have you been battling with? For a long time for me, it was that I'm not doing enough. I felt like I needed to do more. And came to find out that I shouldn't have been doing anything at all. Actually, I wasn't married. Why am I doing all of these things? God did not give me that man or the man that I was dating at that time, any man that I would have been dating at that time, to do those things for. So God had to teach me that. And my charge, as I told you in my first video, is to help my sisters that are at that place where you feel like, hey, I've been waiting on God. I've been faithful. I've been abstaining. I've been doing all the things that I need to do. I've been busy for God. Is He hearing me? Where am I missing the mark? And it's these little things that I'm going to be sharing with you that will turn it all around, and it'll turn everything around for you so fast it will blow your mind. God doesn't have a problem getting you a husband. There is no shortage of men. We aren't running out. They're out here. There are quality men of God, husbands that God is raising up, that He is training, that He is shaping and molding just as He has been shaping and molding you. And it's just these little things that nobody ever really taught us or talked to us about that we've been missing. So, real quick recap. Number one, you're always enough. You're pretty enough. You are smart enough. You are wonderful enough. You are funny enough. You are enough of everything that you need to be for the man that God has for you. As far as doing enough, you've been doing too much. And quite frankly, that makes a man feel uncomfortable. When you're giving him all of your attention, all of your cooking, all of your time, some women are even giving out their money. When you're doing that and a man has not committed anything to you, it makes him feel uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. Because it's like, he feels like, I don't even deserve all this. Why is she doing all this for me? What does she want from me? So it has the opposite effect. And what it does is it makes a man feel icky. And when a man feels icky, he's trying to get away. He's not trying to stay. Okay, so I hope this helped somebody. I'm going to cut this short because I promised you all 3 to 5 minutes every time I come on. This is it. I'm out. I'm out here in the sun. I'm out here in this weather. It is Memorial Day weekend. I pray all the best for you all. I wish you many blessings over this holiday weekend and beyond that. And if you like what you got today, please support the channel. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you hit the little bell notification so that you know when I'm doing more videos. And hey, comment down below. What is your relational monster? Thanks. Have a great day.